The Ooni of Ife, in a meeting with the governor of Oyo State, and this is going to be a very, how will I put it, a very serious situation, because Queen Naomi had left the Oni, but Queen Naomi is still the mother of the Oni's son and heir to the throne. So it's going to be a very, very dicey one, because we know how much the Yoruba people, respect their Onis, they respect their traditional rulers. Even though some traditional rulers don't like to respect themselves, they do respect. So when the governor had said, arrest these people, plus his wife, everybody, or his ex-wife, as it is. Some will say, oh, why did she leave him now? She has been exposed to being arrested. Oh, if she hadn't left the Oni, she would have been. But let me ask a question. Are you trying to say that the Queen Naomi should stay in a marriage that she's not happy just because she needs a cover? I want to know, please. People should let me know, because we learn every day. I want to learn. So the Oni going to see the governor of Oyo State is, even if they are exes now, or I don't even know the word to use, does that mean that the Oni cannot help her each time there's an issue? For the fact that they even have a child together. I've seen people who are ex having to help the other ex. But in the case where these people were even married legally, and she took in and gave him a son. And you know how the Yoruba people don't joke with those kind of things, especially when it comes to she carrying the heir to the throne. It's a whole lot of work, and nobody can say, she exposed herself to that, this one, that one. Even though there is this rumor, you remember recently we saw her and the Oni at a function where she had to stoop to greet the Oni, and the Oni, pat her back with the staff of office, and the son came, greeted the father, and all that. She still, and the good thing in this Queen Naomi's case is that she still respects her husband. She doesn't disrespect him, like in public. Maybe when they are exchanging text messages, yes, that one is his husband and wife. But immediately that man wears that his crown and is in public, she dare not. She doesn't. She's always very pious and cautious and all. Back to the story. Now, the Oni's wife, and now you see the thing with marriage. The Oni did not do anything, but all the headlines are carrying the Oni of Ife's ex, the Oni of Ife's ex, the Oni of Ife's ex arrested. So now the Oni, some say the Oni of Ife's wife and others, to face, disciplinary action. The Oni has gone to speak with the governor, because of course, as your governor, he will not call the governor to come to his palace. This kind of things, he would, enter his car, and then they will go to see the Oni, to see the governor rather. And if the governor is difficult, they will have to come and meet the president. But the thing people are saying is, what about the parents of these children? If this thing is about big man talk to big man, what about the parents of these children? What should they do? Because they don't have big person to talk to. But me, I'm seeing it in the other angle. Queen Naomi has been doing this charity job for even before she got married. And she used to do outreaches through evangelism and all of those things. But this particular one, I think she did not envisage that these people would turn out like this. Or maybe she has never done an outreach in Ibadan. Knowing that in Ibadan, they say when you invite one person, 50 people will come. When you invite 50 people, 1,000 people will come. That's the way they exaggerated it. But it kind of played out here, because they said they were expecting 5,000 children, but they got 500,000. And I hear that some people even had to travel from neighboring, communities to Ibadan, to come to Ibadan. That's the communities that are close to Ibadan. They had to travel from there to this place just to collect how much. They say they are doing scholarships and all of that. And to me, I feel that in the next event they will want to do, in order not to go through this thing, they should ensure that they do this thing. They have coordinators in each council ward. Those coordinators will be able to put down the names of the children around that vicinity, so that when they now liaise with this coordinator, who will now tell them that, okay, he has organized the children, he will tell them how many children registered a day before. because it's usually good for them to register these children so that the children will know how many children they are working with and how many children, because even while she went to the, this is another way of telling other people who might want to go on this thing, they should learn from this. Like if you're going for this kind of outreach, especially for the fact that she said it on radio, and a lot of people listen to radio in Nigeria. So immediately she heard that she went, they should have told them, oh, we are looking for coordinators, send in your name, or maybe work with the local government councillors, let them pick coordinators for you. I know that sometimes they don't like using politicians because of the way they, but the reason is this: they should pick somebody who will be a coordinator. The coordinator now takes names of every child in their environment, in their council ward, and when they take down the name of the child, they now send you the number of children you are looking out for. So you now plan with that. So you see why I tell people planning is different from execution. Execution is different. So you think, you plan, you execute. They are totally different things entirely. So look at now, the Ooni is supposed to be looking for doing something else. He's now looking for how to save his son's mother, because people will say, oh, he's his ex, he should just forget about her, he must not go. The Ooni, he's putting himself in things he's not supposed to do. But let's flip the coin. If this were to be you, would you have said that the Ooni should not go? Like if you were the one that was Queen Naomi, will you say the Ooni should not do it? So that's the thing. Queen Naomi now needs help. She needs the Ooni to help her. And the Ooni will go ahead to help her. Because this is really, really traumatic. I will not lie. Like right now, they are recorded 30 something children. Oh my God. See, the government should do something about what is currently happening in Nigeria, because it's not fair. It's really not fair how children are being unalived. Not that somebody unalived them, but it was a stampede. It was a stampede that caused this whole thing. So the Ooni should be able to go and save her. Queen Naomi needs help from the Ooni right now for him to talk to all the people he needs to talk to. Because she followed due diligence. She went through the Women Affairs Commissioner. She went through the Women Affairs Commissioner of Oyo State. And she went to the radio house and all. So she did a lot of, consulting before doing this. But I feel that the crowd was too much for her to handle. And she did not have enough hands. And another thing is they should have had ambulances. Like when you're inviting children from 0 months, you know what it means? It means that women who are nursing will bring their children and all of that. So if you are saying that you are expecting 5,000 children, which means if a woman has children below the ages of 13, that woman will come and bring her maybe 4 children. Some will bring 3 children. Some will bring 2. Some will bring 6, depending on how she gave birth to them. But that means the children you are expecting are going to be more, because they are coming with either someone to help them with the children and the parents themselves. So at the end of the day, you need to always plan that, okay, we are expecting 5,000 children, but let us plan for 10,000. We are expecting, but in a place like Ibadan, from where the way people are saying it, which means if you are doing an event that you are planning for 5,000, you have to make it 50,000. At least let your workforce be enough to control them. Because how did children that little even go to stand on their own without their parents? Or could it be that their parents sent someone to take them there? Were they giving water on time to drink? Because these are the questions. Were they giving water to drink? Did they give them food immediately they arrived? Because they needed to drink water. A child who is small and is undergoing stampede, if an adult can be unalive through stampede, just imagine a child who will fall and people, I don't even want to imagine it. And people will come fall on that child. God, oh Jesus. I don't even know what to say. Right now, your state is in serious, weeping and sorrowing because of this whole thing. Yes, Queen Naomi did it for good, but it had turned out this way. Well, will her husband be able to save her? We don't know. Will the governor or government listen to them? We don't know. Will the president be called into this whole matter? That we don't know. We just hope for the best outcome.